MQL5 variables explained, types, usage, and best practices. Variables are the backbone of any MQL5 script, enabling you to store and manipulate data essential for algorithmic trading. This video provides a detailed guide on variable types, declarations, and best practices in MQL5. Types of variables in MQL5. Understanding the different data types available in MQL5 allows you to choose the appropriate one for your task. Here are some of the key types. Integer, used for whole numbers, such as counts or quantities. Double, used for decimal numbers, often representing prices or measurements. String, used for storing text, such as currency pairs or names. Boolean, used for logical values, true or false. Other types such as color, for colors, and datetime, for time, are also supported for specific use cases. Declaring and initializing variables in MQL5. Declaration is the act of defining a variable's type and name so the program knows it exists. It does not assign a value, leaving the variable uninitialized. An uninitialized variable can lead to unpredictable behavior, as it contains random data. Initialization assigns an initial value to a declared variable, ensuring it starts with a known state. The variable x in the example is declared but is uninitialized initially. Variable y is declared and initialized. So, the key difference between declaring and initializing variables is that declaration reserves memory for the variable, while initialization sets its starting value. Variable scope. The scope of a variable determines where it can be accessed or modified. There are two main types of variable scope in MQL5, global and local. Global variables are declared outside any function and are accessible throughout the entire script. Local variables are declared inside a function and can only be accessed within that function. Constants. Constants are variables whose values do not change during the execution of the script. They are defined using the const keyword and help prevent accidental modification of critical values. By using constants, you ensure that certain values, such as the maximum number of orders, remain consistent throughout the execution. Best practices. When working with variables in MQL5, following best practices can make your code more efficient, readable, and easier to debug. First, meaningful names. Use descriptive and meaningful variable names instead of generic names like x or temp. For example, use order count instead of x to represent the number of active orders. Second, limit global variables. Global variables can introduce conflicts in larger scripts. Try to keep their use to a minimum and prefer local variables whenever possible. Third, initialize variables. Always initialize variables when declaring them to prevent them from holding undefined values, which could lead to unpredictable behavior. Combining variable types. A script can combine different variable types to execute more complex operations. The example shows how different variable types, integer, double, string, and boolean, can be used together in a single script to track the state of a trading system and update values accordingly. Conclusion. Variables are an essential component of MQL5 programming, enabling you to store and manipulate data for trading logic. Understanding the different variable types, their scope, and best practices for naming and initialization can significantly enhance the quality and efficiency of your scripts. By using variables effectively, you can build robust trading strategies and maintain cleaner, more organized code. Thanks for watching.